We're back.
Fuck it.
With the bad vibe. With Dwight and Jeremy.
Okay, so I saw something the other day.
Ugh.
All right, you know, like Trump, you know, actor,
I know
billionaire, right? You know,
I don't think he's an actor,
he's
but...
a tweeter,
Yeah.
right? Anyways, Angelina Jolie
What?
is supposed to maybe run.
For president? You can't.
Yeah. Yes.
Just because she's good at raising like 40 African kids, she can run a whole country?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I don't know, man.
Is
she American?
I mean, I guess.
Her
dad
like,
doesn't seem American either.
No.
What's his name?
John Voight?
Yeah. He doesn't seem American either.
I mean...
There's some kind of weird, like, tweeners.
Angelina Jolie.
I don't like... Her name seems fake. I guess because she's, like, born from an acting family, so they give them, like...
Yeah, she's like, I'm not going to make it on my dad's name. So...
I think it's just because Voight just sounds stupid.
Yeah, Angelina Voight.
Is her name Jolie or Jolie? I've heard it both.
Care. I don't. You know what I mean?
I don't even know why I asked.
I mean, like, that's like the worst question ever.
I was fixing to say the only thing I know about her is she was good in Tomb Raider, but that movie sucked. What was she good in? She was good
they were
something.
decent, but the new Tomb Raider was way better.
Oh, Pushing 10. She showed
actually
her
the girl in the new Tomb Raider movies. I like her. She's in a couple things.
That doesn't say what you like about
that Ex Machina or whatever.
That's a robot.
Yeah, she was the robot in that movie.
Yeah,
she was pretty good in that. She's been in a couple other things,
but
probably a lot. Actually.
Pushing 10.
I don't think she was in that. She probably wasn't born yet.
No. She probably was the robot chick. Angelina Jolie was definitely in that.
Like Jolie, right?
And she definitely showed her tits to John Cusack.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But
Joan Cusack probably wanted to see him better, right?
Is Joan Cusack used to be a dude?
No,
or is a dude now?
That's his sister.
Or am I confusing them with somebody else?
Joan and John, they're brother and sister.
One of them either. Oh no, not Cusack. Who's the dude that played Officer Dewey or whatever?
What?
Yeah,
David Arquette.
David Arquette.
Yeah,
his either brother became a woman or vice versa, and I think died recently. I could be completely making that story up. Like, seriously.
Like, I don't know how you could.
I'm almost...
Who would think about, like, David Arquette's brother or sister possibly dying from a sex change or something?
I don't know for sure that...
If you dreamt that, I mean, you need to get off the fucking NyQuil.
I've been having some wicked dreams lately, dude.
I don't think
that was one of them.
I don't think that can happen.
I think that's real.
I mean, I don't think... David Arquette would even, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he would even have some weird dream about his sister becoming or whatever. You're having a dream about some random actor, sister or brother.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure...
And a sex change? Like,
I'm pretty sure it's true that I want to say his brother changed to a woman, but I don't know, that she
do you think
died,
he calls her, like, sister?
Yeah, whatever she wants to be called, I'm sure.
That's what you're supposed to call them. We
like
already went over that. We've evolved through the course of these episodes.
We used to be like, what are trannies? There was an episode where we Googled, what are you supposed to call trannies? One of our old, like, first episodes.
Oh, shit.
Now we know what to call them. We just,
Yeah, you're supposed to go about whatever they
and like I always say, like...
That's what sucks, though, because you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to... What do they think they are? He has a beard and a skirt.
Well, I mean, dude, did you see that recent video?
He's either like Irish or something, or Scottish. You know what I mean? Or
did you see that like recent video where there was this dude? He's like 6'4", 210.
Yes, he's at like a GameStop,
and he's like real girly, like dressed.
Yeah, but he's got a deep voice.
And
I'm a woman.
And fucking man hands, dude.
Yeah,
that dude puts a left on, you're going down.
Yeah, he's like I'm a woman.
Is it real, though?
I don't know.
I felt like it was fake. It was just too much.
Yeah,
You're 6'4".
I identify as a woman.
If I see...
Right, if you have to say that...
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Your wife, my wife, any woman we know, they don't have to say, I'm a woman, damn it. Maybe over the phone, somebody's like, sir, on accident. But face-to-face in person, wearing all pink and all that shit... Your wife or whoever would never have to say, I'm a woman. It would be like, yeah, that's clearly a woman. And if it's not, then she would understand why I would think she was. This dude, 6'4", a good 215, 220. I mean, he can play linebacker at most colleges. You know?
I mean, he might be a linebacker. Yeah. I don't know.
And he's like, I felt like it was fake when I watched it. I mean, he seemed really mad. And then the dude kept...
It's a train passing. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. We live on the bad side of town.
Yeah.
Or the good side. We're just real close to the bad side.
Anyways.
But when I first saw the video, I thought that it was a fake. But then the more I watched it a few times, and the dude who accidentally said "sir" or whatever seemed like legitimately scared.
Well, he's like, "Sir," I mean, "Ma'am," right?
He says it like 3 times.
I mean, like that's clearly like a sir.
Well, also, okay, so let's say if I was that dude and I wanted to be called a woman, and I say like, "Hey, you should call me that," and they're like, they say it wrong again. I'm like, "I said I'm a woman." Like, you got to understand why what you're doing is bringing out the part of his brain that wants to say "sir," because he's trying to be respectful to you because you're scary.
He sounds like She-Hulk. Right? You know what I mean?
Like She-Hulk Hogan.
There is a She-Hulk, right? But
he's like, I'm a woman, brother. You know? He's like that Hulk.
I mean, like Brooke Hogan, right? But I think that's sort of what her name is. She used to be hot, and then she grew up. Then she like hit 18 and wasn't.
Yeah, it happens. It's so you feel like a
damn,
creep.
Look at her, and then like, damn.
Remember when we were kids? Because you're the same age as the Olsen.
Look at him, right?
You're the same age as the Olsen twins. And remember when they were like in their teens and everybody thought they were hot? And I remember on the best week ever, it was like, they're turning 18. Everybody's excited. Now they look like fucking aliens.
Yeah, their little sister looks hot.
The one that plays in the
Avengers movies,
yeah.
But yeah, they're not. They're seriously like skeletons.
I mean, they're weird. Yeah, and people were like, they should have been on Fuller House. Like, I bet they wanted to, and the producers were like,
It'd have been Thinner House.
Oh shit!
Right? I mean, I guess it's less fuller because they're not in it, right? But I mean,
they're so thin they create negative space.
Damn,
they create more space when they're in a room.
It's a black hole, right?
Speaking of black holes,
stuff just gets snorted into.
I was gonna make a dumb joke about I don't even know their name, so I can't. Not DJ. What's the other one? The younger one, middle.
I don't know.
Heather?
I was thinking Jesse, but I think that's the uncle.
It's definitely not Jesse, and it's definitely not Heather. What did I...
Heather?
I don't know. It's like DJ and Sadie?
Becky.
No. Becky. No. That's the Roseanne sister.
I don't know, dude. She clearly just didn't matter, right?
Stephanie.
Okay,
there you go.
Stephanie.
I don't even remember the joke I was going to make.
Right?
Did I say BJ?
I don't know.
I'm sure I said DJ.
I don't know.
Deej. Ugh.
Deej.
DJ.
Yeah. That shit was horrible.
You know that she is fucking Kirk Cameron's sister.
Really?
Yeah, he went super Jesus, and I guess she's like light Jesus.
Oh.
She's like normal Jesus. Like, she loves Jesus, but it's okay if you don't know. Kirk Cameron's like, bananas are like dicks, or whatever. Remember that video?
Bananas are like dicks.
Remember they were like, bananas
and they're like, clearly it was made for a man to open it or something. Right?
The guy's trying to describe to you that a banana proves that God made it for people to eat. And, I mean, he's got to know. It sounds like he's talking about sucking a dick. Yeah. He's like, the end is, what's the word? The end is whatever, so that it slides easily into your mouth. And it's like made perfectly for the grip of your hand.
Something about it's curved.
Yeah, so that it like slips into your mouth easy. And you're like, I mean...
He's like, and so are bananas.
Like, okay, let's say that dude really is like super like, whatever, Christian, and he doesn't even think about like sex like that. You still gotta know what that sounds like. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not gay, but if you say something that sounds gay, you get it. Mm-hmm. Like, you're like, oh, I'd like for him to come in my back door, and you're like, that sounded gay.
Yeah, you just, subconsciously, I don't say those words. You know what I mean? It's like somehow, when I'm going to spit something out,
it comes out straight.
Really? No, but I mean, like, as as a kid, you make those mistakes. And like junior high, you learn. High school, you're like, shut up for the first year because you don't want to fuck up.
Yeah.
And then after that, you make the jokes when the other guys say it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like, it's like subconsciously, you're like, I just can't say it.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Speaking of, you remember when our cousin and them wanted me all day, he kept like texting me or whatever. He's like, dude, I need you to come help me start the boat. I need you to help me start the boat. Or whatever. And I finally got there and he's like, come on, dude, help me start the boat. And it was like a pull rope to start the boat.
Okay.
And I like pulled it once and he just started laughing and I was like, what? And he's like, dude, you just pulled my dad's Johnson.
Oh,
he
gosh.
set that up all day. Maybe for like a week.
Yeah.
But back in those days, the whole game was getting them to say something kind of gay or catching or turning it around. I remember one time, still to this day.
He saw there was a Johnson motor.
And he was like, that's my dad's boat motor.
You're like,
I'm going to get Jeremy to pull it.
You got to pull on it to start on it. So I mean, I could see the breakdown of it.
I can see it
CJ?
too. Yeah.
Oh,
I can see it too, except I don't understand why Johnson means dick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get that. But
and how Dick means Richard, right? I mean, it's just...
if your
I
name
think
is,
we went over that before. There was a guy that was a fucking dick.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And his name was Richard.
And it just stuck. Yeah.
And then, yeah.
But anyway, his brother, Heath, one time, this had to be like, seriously, like when I was like 18.
Mm-hmm.
We were going down the road, and it was like wintertime or something, and all the grass was dead, and everything was brown and dreary, and there was this one tree in the middle of the field, and it was like I think it's a crepe myrtle. They're real pretty pink and purple flowers. And it was just like, seriously, was like, it struck me as beautiful as we drove by.
Oh, God.
And I looked and I was like, damn, Heath, look at that. That tree looks fucking beautiful out there. And he's like, ugh. He's like, you're not going to try to grab my dick, are you? And to this day, when I talk to him,
shit.
he's like, see any beautiful trees?
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, I have an artistic mind. It was beautiful. I stand by that. And I didn't grab his dick.
Yeah.
But it was like the hint of sensitivity was like, they're going to attack it.
Yeah.
So that's why I grew up in the same world as that banana dude. So there's no way he didn't know that sounded gay. Because when he was a kid, he probably couldn't even eat a banana without his friends be like, hey, cup the balls or whatever,
So now he's...
So he knew he was saying something gay.
Definitely.
Like,
he was saying it to...
Do you
Kirk
think...
Cameron? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, it was his buddy that did it, but yeah.
Yes, buddy.
Kirk Cameron, like, allegedly has been fucked in the ass a lot.
He's probably got groin pains.
Dude.
Right?
Oh, shit, dude. Oh, my God, that was good. Well, there's the episode title.
Groin pains.
You got your pad?
Oh, no.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, Kirk Cameron definitely has growing pains.
Man, he was awesome on that show.
He was.
And then it's like, well, that's the end of this.
He hung out with Boner so long, he just went the other way, I guess.
Yeah, Boner. Oh, my
How was
gosh.
that dude's name just Boner and it was okay?
Yeah, now, he couldn't...
I mean, Boner. If his name was like
His
erect,
name was Boner.
If his name was Erect Cock, it would be less obvious.
I mean, like, it was straight up Boner.
His name was just. What did it mean?
And they
Boner
all called him that.
Didn't Boner used to be like you did something silly, like you fucked up? Oh, that was a boner.
Yes.
I mean,
Like a bummer.
it's just no.
Right?
That bummer's different.
I don't know.
I'm writing down the title, so
Yeah, I'd forget that one.
we need a producer.
Groin pain.
That was pretty.
I'd
fucking
never be
good,
able to do
dude.
that again.
But so what was it? Boner. Yeah, Boner was. It used to be on sitcoms. I guess maybe still. You had to have that one like just fucking idiot friend.
Yeah.
You remember the one on what was the dude's name on Family Matters?
It's the comic relief, though.
But the
It's
show's a
something
comedy.
so you don't realize the whole show's dumb. It's just that one guy.
Oh yeah,
right?
that's probably
You
true.
know what I mean?
Right?
You're like, God, this show's
if they make him
fucking
extra
stupid.
dumb, it makes the rest of the show like, what? It's
Yeah.
not as bad as Boner.
Yeah, because remember on Full House, it was
Kimmy.
the friend or whatever.
I think we talked one time about Uncle Jesse, fucking Kimmy or something.
I don't know. But then the Bullwinkle guy or whatever, he's of the uncles. He's the stupid one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
You know,
he was
the guy that looks like a retarded Jeff Daniels.
the guy that used to go
Right.
down on what's her name in the theater.
Doesn't he look like a retarded Jeff Daniels?
He
Right?
does. He's
You know
just
what I mean?
a Canadian
He looks like
Jeff
the
Daniels.
Jeff Daniels didn't work
Yeah.
out. You know?
He's just a Canadian Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
But he's the one that fucked Alanis Morissette in that theater.
Yeah.
So he's always got those cool points.
Yeah. But then he left her, and then there's a song made out of him.
Yeah, he really fucked up because she was definitely like mid-90s hot. I mean, way out of his league. The fact that she was willing to go down on him in a theater, or however she says it, you got to stay with that chick. I don't know what the movie was, but if it was a good movie and she took her eyes
he
off
left her?
Yeah.
She didn't leave him after the whole cut it out. But he left her because the movie sucked or something?
I was going to say, if a girl blows you in the theater, you judge how much she likes you by how good the movie was. If she blows you during, like, whatever your favorite movie, like Interstellar,
okay.
If she blows you during that, you're like, damn, she took her eyes off a good movie to do this. Or she's got really good at, like, curving her eyes to the side. But if she blows you during, like, what's that movie?
The banana will help. Right? It's curved.
If you have a you have a side curved dick, like a lot of people do.
She might not have to even look away from the screen.
It's like one of those straws.
Yeah.
Those silly straws that comes off your hat or whatever.
Yeah.
But, what's that movie me and you fell asleep in and we got our money back? Our 50 cents?
Insomnia.
Right. If she blows you during that, you're like, yeah, she's just bored.
Very fitting, right?
She needed something to do.
She was just falling asleep. She was yawning, right?
She just sucked your dick because she was bored. You were about to suck a dick because you were that bored. It's like, anything's better than this fucking movie. Shit. Sucking a dick is better than a lot of movies, probably. I've never sucked a dick. I feel like I know I talk about being gay a lot. If I had to suck a dick, though, I think I'd be cool until the end, and then I'd be like, oh, I shouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that, a girl that I used to date said one time that eating those little round tomatoes that are like the size of a marble, she's like, when you bite into them?
I still think about that when I eat those.
She said, when you bite into one of those, that's exactly what it's like if a guy comes in your mouth. She's like, it's just all this pressure all of a sudden all in your mouth. And I was, to this day, like, she told me that. I mean, what? Me and her were together like in 2006.
You eat Roma tomatoes all the time now, right?
2 at a time?
Yeah.
Ooh, this guy's been saving up.
Oh, you get the extra large Roma tomatoes. Right? You try to cram a full tomato in there, right?
Shit. But ever since she told me that, I really can't eat a tomato without thinking of that. And also...
You go homo tomatoes.
But also, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be cool with that part of a blowjob. Yeah. Most girls aren't. Most girls don't just leave it in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like in porn, it's like unrealistic, kind of, but they just do the thing where you just like they pull it away and just like eat it like it's coming out of a squeeze can.
Uh-huh.
I don't see the point of that, really. At that point, I don't care if it hits the floor. It's no different.
Uh-huh.
But, you know what I mean? But in the mouth thing, that really, I don't think I could do it. I think if I could handle every other part of a blowjob, that part I'd be like tapping out.
I would think so.
I would just act like I'm looking at the TV.
Pretty much all of it. I'm just...
Yeah, I know, yeah, for sure. I don't want to suck a dick.
You're like, oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But, I'm saying if I had to. No. If some guy has his gun to my head, I blow him till the end, then I just let him shoot me because I can't finish.
You're going to go in there and cook a link of sausage and get Roma tomatoes, right? You're like, I have to eat it, right? You're like, it's all there in the fridge.
They're going to go bad.
You went to the grocery store and that's all you bought. Right?
Fucking varying lengths of sausage and a fucking shitload of tomatoes.
But, anyways. So, yeah, it's New Year's, y'all. It's, 2019.
This is the first episode of 2019.
It's crazy that
year in review.
Years go by so fucking fast.
This last one it's getting ridiculous as I get older.
It really. People are all
like it's Christmas, it's Halloween, it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas, it's Halloween, it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas. It's like, chop! Yeah. Slow down, I'm getting fucking old.
Yeah.
I mean, think about so I'm 35 and you're what, like 24?
Really? 31.
Yeah, so I'm 35 and you're 31. So when we started doing this podcast, I was 30.
I was in my 20s, yeah.
I was 30 or 31. So you were like 26, 27.
Yeah.
We're old as fuck now compared to then.
Yeah, we are.
We were all just wide-eyed and like...
Bushy-tailed?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what that is?
We were like, the world was our oyster, you know?
I like these sayings.
Yeah, the world really was our oyster.
I don't like seafood, though.
Well, I'm allergic to it. That goes to show the world fucked me over.
Oh, shit.
If the world is my oyster, the world is literally trying to kill me.
And my hair is never bushy. It always seems kind of greasy.
Yeah, well, greasy and gone.
Yeah, so...
your hair, what your hair is...
Bushy.
Is in the shower.
I straight up, I'll wash my hair, and then it's just because it's thin, you know?
Yeah.
Thinning out, I guess.
It's pretty fucking thin, dude.
But it's just because it's thin. It's just like it. I don't know.
If it was a shirt, you'd have to wear an undershirt.
Yeah, if I eat fucking spicy foods too, though, it makes me like sweat up on top of my head.
You are like you do have oily fucking hair, though. You always have.
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean, everybody has oily hair that go long enough without it. Well, for me, if I don't take a shower every day, like, I have to take a shower every day. I just have to. And if I go, like, for whatever reason, like, I go a whole day and then it's the next day, it's like, seriously, like, it's all I can think about is that I'm dirty.
Like you took one in the morning and then you didn't take one that night, and the next day you went to work and got out, you're like, oh, God.
I only did that, like, I haven't done that in so long, but it's seriously, like, all I can think about is that I need to take a shower. I'm in a meeting or for work or something like that, and they're like, yada, yada, and I'm just like, I fucking stink.
You're standing over the sink with the water running, and it's popping. As if you're pouring grease in the water, right?
Yeah, I can't. A lot of times if I'm off, like this past week, I didn't work very much, well, at all. And a lot of times I take 2 showers a day. I've always been like that, weirdly enough. Except when, like when we were just like chilling at the apartment and we had no like wives and kids and all that.
No wives mattered.
Yeah. I remember those days, dude.
Yeah.
Showers were few and far between. But also, like, I wanted to take a shower all the time. I was just too busy.
Yeah. Too busy.
Too busy, like, cooking a pizza.
No.
Watching a movie.
Yeah, too busy watching TV, playing games or something.
But
we got to play like the 15th Madden game in a row. I can't stop and take a shower.
No, the season's almost over.
Yeah.
Can't take a shower in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But I mean, really though, I have this like.
I'm coming. Oh, shit.
But I do have like I can't, if I get to a point where I need a shower and I can't take it, it gets like I can't deal with it anymore.
Dude, like last night, I was falling asleep on the couch. We were watching some dumb fucking movie, and I was just like, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta wake up in the morning. And I mean, I think everyone does, right? But I mean, I was like,
I haven't for about 10 days.
But I was like, I need to get up early in the morning, or whatever, go to work. And I was like, wait, do you think I'll like sleep better if I go take a shower? I was like, because I've like seriously could fall asleep if I lay down right now.
You'll for sure sleep better if you take a shower.
But if I take a shower, am I not going to be able to go to sleep? You know? Yeah. If I go take a shower, I might be wide the fuck awake.
Yeah, but you'll be wide awake.
I took the chance. I just went and took a shower, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, you have to. You go to bed dirty, your bed gets all funky. Then the next night you go to bed clean and you stink by the time you wake up.
Oh, she washes the sheets and stuff.
Every day.
No. Neither does hotels, though, so don't judge.
Yeah, hotels really don't. Well, we have like, I think now, just now, 4 sets of sheets, but it used to be 2 until recently.
I think I'm onto them. I've been to a lot of hotels because of work, you know. All right, I see what they do. They leave a cart outside of a room to a hotel room, and the door's wide open. Okay. And they have the sheets off of that bed. Okay? So it looks like, you know what I mean? Okay. They're cleaning it, and they're taking the sheets off.
You're telling me they're putting dirty sheets back on beds?
No. Okay. What I'm saying is they set a prop room up to where the sheets off the bed, they got the stuff off to the side.
One so they know nobody's coming to.
So it looks like they clean all the rooms. Like,
you think they just have a couple of rooms that, like, seriously aren't even for guests?
Yes.
Like, you can't stay in them?
Yeah. I think they probably... Because there's no way. You pull up to a hotel, right, and there's, like, 5 cars out. Yeah. And it doesn't say there's no vacancies, but you get the weirdest random rooms. You're like, why would they put me on the far end on the bottom?
Maybe they're just behind on cleaning.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe they don't clean.
We watched a movie last night called The El Royale.
I knew it had to come from a movie.
Huh? No. That had nothing to do with this.
You're like, I have a theory that Bruce Willis saved the world one time by drilling.
No, anyways. It was a pretty decent movie. It's one of those ones where all these strangers' lives cross paths, and you know, I like those kind of movies, though.
I hate them.
Where each one of them tells a different story throughout the movie, and you see how they all intertwine. I like them.
I usually get bored halfway through and don't care.
But it's got, I was going to say Jeff Daniels. What's his name? I was thinking Jeff Daniels earlier.
The dude from the...
you know, the dude that talks... You know, he talks like out of his bottom lip somehow.
What?
Yeah, he's on... he's an older dude. He was on R.I.P.D.
The dude.
Yeah, that guy. What's his name?
You literally said an older dude. Jeff something. Bridges?
Yeah, Jeff Bridges, yeah. You know how he talks weird now?
Yeah, I think he always...
He doesn't talk like that on everything, but it... Kinda.
I don't know.
In some things, he talks really bad.
I haven't seen him in a movie since The Big Lebowski, so...
No.
I mean,
since
maybe
75 or whatever.
That movie came out in the 90s.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's set in the 70s, isn't it? Or no? I wouldn't say I was like, it's... But no, but the way he talks now in movies, it is strange.
So what does that have to do with dirty sheets?
Oh, no, on that movie, they just, like, the guy said that most of their hotel rooms are dirty right now.
Yeah.
So they pick certain ones to put the people in.
Yeah, of course.
But there's reasons why
I'm
they
with
did
you,
in the
though.
movie.
Like, they definitely don't change the sheets every time.
No.
If they look half-ass clean, they leave them.
Yeah. I mean, the bigger hotels, yeah, I believe they do.
And,
like,
you know, everybody is, like, farting in bed and shooting a load. You're jerking off in a hotel bed, you don't care where it goes.
Shooting a load of farts. I mean...
Both,
right?
at the same time. Because you don't care where it goes. It's like...
Dude, earlier, speaking of that, we were making burgers.
Oh, God.
What?
Where's this going? Speaking of cum, we're making burgers.
No,
I'm glad I didn't get invited over.
Anyways.
Chris was like, yum, tastes like tomatoes.
Roma. Anyways, no, I was making burgers and I was cutting the cheese. And I was farting.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I'm cutting the cheese while cutting the cheese. Why is that a saying?
I don't know, but one time I was beating a dolphin with a stick while I was jerking off.
Really?
It helped.
Really?
I finished in...
it seemed like it gave it purpose.
My girlfriend was against it at first, but I had to flip her.
Oh, gosh.
That was a stretch, but I couldn't let him get away with porpoise. All right.
Yeah. I had to. Oh, gosh.
Oh, fuck. People were like, these guys are funny. Listen to this one. And their friends like, the fuck?
They're like, the groin pain was pretty funny, but...
And then it was really downhill
after that.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit. You know what I always mixed up? All those 80s sitcoms? Like Growing Pains, and what's the one that's like it?
Step by Step.
No, Who's the Boss?
Oh, yeah.
One had
I never
Tony
watched
Danza.
that one. That's like a little guy with like dark hair or something.
Tony Danza.
No. The boss one.
Yeah, that's Tony Danza.
No. One of them...
He's the boss. Well, he's asking you who...
I meant a little guy.
Like a
I don't
midget?
know. No.
I'm telling you, they're all
confusing.
confusing.
Step by Step, I think.
They're all confusing.
I'm confused.
Like,
that's a 90s one.
Like
though.
Alex P. Keaton and what's the Michael Seaver and
I mean, like Saved by the Bell stuck
they're all
out,
the same guy,
right?
Yeah, because it was like it was Skull, you know.
Yeah.
So you remember like that's Skull, you know. The other ones was like it's Dad and Mom and Home. They're all the fucking same. Oh, is Dad like kind of stern sometimes, but he loves them? Yeah, I know that show.
They're like Family Matters. Well, they're black. They're
is
different,
Mom a little
right?
smarter than Dad? It seems like
Family Matters.
Yeah, exactly. It stands out because they're black.
Yeah.
And because the dad's not a rapist. That's why
it's Tyler
different.
Perry's Roseanne. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Tyler Perry. Yeah, exactly. Except if he did that,
if the cop would have been a chick, right?
And he would have played Roseanne. Yeah.
If the cop would have been a chick,
it'd have been Roseman.
A fat chick. Roseman,
yeah.
Right?
It wasn't funny. I'm glad you talked over it. And then you said it when they heard, so they think you thought of it.
Right? Oh, anything could be better than Uncle Drew. I couldn't stand the fucking commercials for that thing.
I don't even know who Uncle Drew is.
It's some older basketball player guys. They didn't make it when they're younger, so then Uncle Drew is going to be...
a sitcom?
It's supposed to be. No, it's supposed to be a comedy movie. It's one of his...
Tyler Perry?
I think so.
Every time I say Tyler Perry, I think I said his name wrong.
Like they're doing the thing. Every time we hear the commercial, I'll just be pissed.
I bet it'd be popular, though.
What? That? It's old. I mean, it's a few months old.
Well, I'm just saying, because a lot of his stuff is like...
I don't see how. I've been to the theater where I saw like a black couple off to the side, and I saw white couples everywhere. All the white couples were like, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And the black couple looked like they were like covering their eyes, as if like they felt ashamed.
But maybe it's just because they happen to be the smartest people in the theater. Maybe there's dumb people.
I was in there.
Well, yeah. maybe they were just like had high taste in movies. So like there's like a low like the people that like
everyone else in there live in trailers.
Well, I'm gonna say the people who like those movies, it isn't about what they look like. It's about like where their mind is.
Yeah,
there's a level of people that like those movies that are just kind of dumb.
Yeah,
some of them are black, some of them are white.
I was like, the people are very dumb, no matter what race they are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of them are white, some of them are black.
Maybe a 16-year-old Asian kid. He's probably got Down syndrome if he likes it, Because, I mean, he has to be really dumbed down for his race.
Did you know there's Down syndrome animals?
Really?
Have you ever seen a Down syndrome tiger?
No.
Dude. I mean, unless it was like a Photoshop, I mean, it looks like it has Down syndrome. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
No way.
It's a tiger. I'm going to Google it because you need to see this.
Really?
It was either a lion or a tiger. I got them mixed up. But,
oh, my.
yeah.
Right?
My phone is way
So,
too
like, are they way stronger? Right?
Yeah,
Does that
but
work that way?
when I put in Down SY, the third thing was Down syndrome tiger.
No way.
I swear to God, dude.
Have you been looking it up a lot?
I've never looked it up.
That's retarded tiger. Oh, his teeth are all fucking weird.
Yeah.
He looks mean.
Well, I think because, like, if somebody has Down syndrome,
Is this the only tiger that's got Down
I mean,
syndrome?
it looks like the same one, but you know,
I mean, he's white too, though.
you know, if you saw a picture of it.
Yeah, they all look alike.
But what I'm saying is, because Down syndrome isn't like, I mean, isn't that's when you have an extra chromosome, right?
Yeah.
So there's no reason why other animals wouldn't have the same thing. You know what I'm
Isn't
saying?
that 47, right?
I mean, dude, I think I might be because I don't know what the real number's supposed to be. Like,
You're like, what does 33 mean? Right? You're like, I don't know.
if you don't have enough, you're way. Because you know, Down syndrome people are like, do you know anybody with Down syndrome?
No.
They're usually like real cool, and I feel like if you had less
Like
chromosomes,
positive?
positive.
Yeah, they're like real like positive people. They're
Well-
raised positive.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, partially I think it's
Like they can do anything.
I think partially it's because people are usually kind of nice to them, but also I think that I think Down syndrome people are like a little more real. It seems like just from what I know a few.
They're just down.
They're
down
down
to
to earth syndrome.
You beat me to it.
I was trying not to stutter and say that because I knew you were coming for it.
Gosh.
But anyway, the Down syndrome people I know, like I have a cousin through marriage. Anyway, a relative somehow. And every time I ever see her, she's like, I don't think she knows my name or anything. I've probably never officially introduced myself. But she's always like real happy to see me and pats me on the back. And she's like the nicest person at wherever you are. And I think if you had less chromosomes, maybe you'd be a dick. Maybe that extra one is like the nice chromosome that we don't have. You are clearly short on nice chromosomes.
I got 33.
You're supposed to have 46. You got 4 or 6. You know, it's like
Depending on what kind of day it is.
yeah. But I wonder if the Down syndrome tiger is like super nice. Like he wants to eat the gazelle, but he's like, well, I'll just wait till it dies.
He catches the gazelle and like licks it.
Yeah, he pets it. But I don't
He
know.
finds the injured one and like helps it to water.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if Down syndrome tigers are anything like Down syndrome people, that's how they would be. Because they're usually, all the Down syndrome people I know, and I know, like, personally, I know several, are, like, super nice. It's almost like you feel bad for being such a dick.
You don't really see any. You know what I really hate, and I feel bad for? The people that have the ones, like the kids that, like, can't move.
Oh, and they're, like, severely disabled?
When they're, like, straight up, they're, like, walking through
you hate
Walmart
those kids,
shopping.
or what? That's how you started this?
No, I mean,
you're like, you know what I hate?
No, really? I mean, like, I hate seeing the family with them. Because then it's like, you know, they got it so bad.
I mean, their life just hasn't been good.
It's like, as soon as they had that kid, it's like...
Your life is
nothing,
just take care of him. You see it a lot of times. You'll be in a restaurant, there'll be a kid. And
They're vegans.
They're vegans? I don't get it.
Vegetable.
Dude, I really didn't get it.
Really? But no, I mean, I feel bad, though. When I see the parents, I'm like, damn. And the kid's, like, making some weird noise, you know?
When they're in those wheelchairs with, like, holds their head.
Yeah.
When you see those kids, those parents, their life went directly only to take care of that kid as soon as he was born. And see, back in the day, I think they used to just send them off or, like, whatever, kill them or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
on 300, they throw them in the pile.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, way back, like, when we were growing up.
Oh.
In the 80s, it was just like, get rid of him. We'll have another one. Another bad one, send him off.
Well, you see a lot of those movies where that's the one they put in the basement.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's a reason that's in movies.
Yeah.
People really did, like, hide, like, undesirable type kids or
There's,
whatever.
like, a lot of movies where something like that was either locked in a room or...
Yeah, one of them is Harold and Kumar.
It's all right. Those kids don't see those movies.
They don't. They definitely don't.
They end up, you put a TV in there to keep them occupied, and they watch that movie. You're like, hold on, that's me. Right? This movie's about me.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, shit.
They're like, man, it's sad. They can never leave the room, tied to the bed. What? Are you looking up some of those?
No, dude,
No,
I don't even
don't
know what
do
to.
that.
I don't even know what to call it.
That's like the whole when you watch the commercial with the dogs, and they all look sad.
Yeah, that commercial doesn't bother me because I like dogs and everything, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. They're
I
dogs.
started whistling the
When I see a St. Jude's commercial,
Titanic theme song.
yeah,
It has nothing
because
to
the same
do with...
singer, right?
No, I don't. Maybe.
Celine Dion sings the Titanic, right?
I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
it's Sarah McLachlan or whatever.
McLachlan.
It's hard to say.
Anyways, what were you saying?
Something about
Mary?
Down syndrome? Oh, locking up? No? Dude. I'm lost. If you're a listener, call 871-536-0108.
Really? Who's that?
I think that's one of those you call in to win tickets on the radio station. That number came out as soon as I started talking, and I don't know why.
They're going to answer, and it's like, you are the 5th caller.
What did I say? 876-530-0108?
I don't know, dude.
0108? 0108, yeah. That's a radio station. Call it. Call it and say the bad vibe told you to call. But,
you won't get anything, and they'll
you
probably
might
hang up on you. Right?
Yeah, you'll get that for sure.
They're like, you're the 5th caller. What do you have to say? And they're like, the bad vibe call. Right? Told me to call you. And
Yeah.
that's nice.
You know, I used to think, before we had this, before we started doing the podcast, I was like, me and you should try to get on a radio station and do like a show every day.
XM.
No, I was thinking like a local.
I don't think the things we say can go live over
First
there.
of all,
like that.
we wouldn't be able to say like fuck or.
The things we say have to go like under the air. Right?
They gotta go in the dirt.
Like Morse code. There's got to be a guy in a basement that's like writing down dots.
It's Morse code.
Right?
It's like, yeah, I probably would. A dick. You can't say
beep,
suck.
beep, 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 beep,
I guess you
beep,
can't
right?
say dick either, right?
Nuh-uh. You're like, I guess I really would. You're like, a dick.
I would have to really practice not saying certain things. But also, like, subject matter. I'm sure talking about retarded tigers is probably not, especially for a local station to hear.
Retarded tigers.
Retigers? No.
Retigers?
I was trying to think of it earlier, and I couldn't make it work.
I think they'd be like toggers, right? Toggers, right? Toggers.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. I don't know what the politically correct way to say retarded tiger
It's okay
is.
to make fun of
Like,
animals,
I'm sure
right?
there's, like, not a politically...
Well,
like,
what would you say?
set in
You're
stone.
like, intellectually disabled? Well, yeah, well, all tigers are stupid.
A special tiger.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they're not great. But I'm saying you can't get in trouble or whatever for making fun of animals because they're all stupid. The smartest animals, like whales and dolphins and monkeys and shit, like they're dumb.
Yeah.
My son knows ABCs and shit. They don't. He's a little kid, you know? So, like, I think if you say, like, that tiger's dumb, it's like, yeah, they're all dumb. I know that one's a little dumber, but it's okay to call him dumb.
Look at what an alien see us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They're going to see a kid with Down syndrome, see us, they're like, look, that one's dumb.
I don't even think
A little
they'll know
dumber than
this.
them.
They're like,
Right?
oh, look, that one knows his ABCs, but he's almost 40. He should. The other one knows his, too.
Yeah, that's...
But I really don't... What I was saying earlier is I was trying to get me and you a job doing... Because I used to listen to Opie and Anthony radio. And I would listen to their old episodes when they were on regular radio. And they were funny and they were like edgy and shit, but they didn't break any FCC rules. So they wouldn't say like, fuck her in the cunt. But they would talk about what they wanted, but they would like ease their way around it and almost made it better in a way. You remember the old Howard Stern? When you'd watch it and they wouldn't say anything... Like, they wouldn't say the words that would get them in trouble, but they would talk about whatever they wanted. And I remember I went to a radio station because I won tickets. Because I used to have a job where all I did was listen to the radio and try to win tickets. I won tickets to, like, all these rodeos I didn't want to go to. But, and I went in there, and I just, like, saw the way things were, and I was like, dude, me and him could do this. But then, like, looking back on it now, no, we couldn't. We get
Won't be
fired
able to hold
day
back,
one.
no.
We get fired day one. We get in it. We'd probably make it a week.
I'm like, WNBC.
Yeah.
Right? WNBC. Right? I've seen that movie too many times.
We'd probably make it about a week. And then one day,
WNBC.
I mean, this episode, I'm pretty sure we started on something bad.
Fucking Paul Giamatti.
What about him? He was good in John Adams.
No, in that
Is he
movie.
dead?
I was talking about that the other day. Someone was talking about short films, and he was talking
That's
about
a long
historical.
film.
And I was like, "You seen like John Adams?" He's like, "What's that?" I was like, "You know Paul Giamatti? Yeah." It's like he played John Adams.
Yeah, he looks like John Adams.
Seven episode like series or whatever, and he's like, "What? Where would I find it?"
I think I have it.
You know what I mean? Really?
I'm pretty sure I got it on DVD.
You're the only one.
Does he want to borrow it?
You get like a call, and I mean, like, where do you order that? Like,
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive I have that on DVD.
like, where did you get that?
Unless I sold it when I sold a bunch recently. I mean, I don't know. HistoryChannel.com.
John Adams.
Back before we had Colin, we had money. I have a lot of weird shit that's roughly a little over 4 years
I never
old.
could finish those movies.
Yeah, I have a lot of cool shit that's kind of expensive from a little over 4 years ago. And then I got a bunch
Nothing.
of and now it's like
Toys.
a couple of toys. I got like a pocket full of pennies and nickels. I mean, I don't know.
That's it.
Kids are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Your kids aren't because they don't cry. The
Yeah.
cries are what cost the money. Remember the other day?
It's only
Where
when you
were
give
we?
into the cries.
Where were we the other day?
When they realize the cries don't work, they stop.
Well, my kid doesn't cry for stuff. He doesn't cry so much as he's just a wild animal.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the other day we were somewhere and Colin was like choking me and he was like, I'm going to bite your face off.
Yeah, Christmas.
For like an hour.
Right.
And then I looked at you and you pointed at your kids and they were sitting with their hands in their laps in perfect posture. And Colin's choking me, punching at me and trying to bite my face. And you pointed at your kids and they
Nobody else was really even moving in the room. Everyone's kind of just listening to people talk.
Okay, since we're on developmental
He had a
disabled-
hat in his mouth.
Oh yeah, he was eating my hat. That's
And
what it
I
was.
put a spoon in it, and he used it like he was eating out of the thing while it was in his mouth.
I think he was eating my brains out of my hat. But that's part of, like, people talk about kids with disabilities. Clearly, if you meet my son, he has ADHD and all that shit. I mean, he is seriously a wild animal. So if I say retard, it's okay because my son's one. And, I mean, let's face it, I am too. You know, I can't wait till I go to the shrink. I'm going soon, dude. And when I get diagnosed as, like, retarded, then we got, like, carte blanche to say whatever we want.
What retard?
Because I used to be, and then I am again.
You know what I mean?
Because when I was a kid, I was dumb. Then I got kind of smart. Now I'm getting dumb again.
No, but I mean, like, I know tardy.
Yeah, but we've talked about it before, I think. Retard, isn't a prefix. Retard is one word. I mean, it's one word, but it's like to retard, to slow down. You know?
I thought it was like, well, your dad was dumb, so are you, right? And then you're Tard the Third, I guess. I don't know.
You're tritarded?
Right? Oh, shit.
Look at my son. He's quad-tarded. Quad-tarded sounds bad.
Yeah, quad
Like,
tard.
that you can't tie your
You're
shoes.
like, damn, right?
That's like, seriously, you and that white tiger are like running a close race in intelligence. He's a retarded tiger. You're a quad-tarded human. It's equal. You know? That's the way I see it anyway.
Quad tard.
Eventually, if you do that, you get...
Sextard.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. As you keep going, you get to sextard, which sounds like a fun thing to be.
Sextard, yeah. I don't know. That kind of seems like you'd be, like, really fucking bad.
I feel like you would have a big dick.
Sextard, right?
I feel like retarded people have big dicks.
It seems like a big dick, but just not know how to use it.
Like,
right?
seriously not know how to use it. Like, where does it go? That kind of...
Like you pissed out your leg instead. Like, it don't even work for that.
Because,
Like,
I remember when I was younger and I had never had sex, or, yeah, probably way before I had sex, and they would say, like, it doesn't matter how big it is, it matters if you know how to use it. And I remember thinking, like, I haven't seen enough dicks to know if mine's big or not, but I definitely don't know how to use it.
You're like, what is big or small?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to assume mine's average, because all you know is your own at that age, really.
You're like, but you're below average experience.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
way below. But it's like, you don't know how to... And I remember people saying, like, you just got to know how to use it. And I was thinking, like, I mean, I got a vague idea of where it goes. Vague. The midsection of a woman. That's what I know. I don't know which angle, which way.
You're like,
what
belly
shoe.
button's a little small.
I remember a dude telling me, this black dude that I knew when I was pretty young. And he was like, just remember, man, you fucking a girl, you don't just go in and out. You got to stir it like coffee. I will never forget him telling me that. And I was probably 10. I'll never forget him telling me that. He's like, you gotta stir it like coffee. First of all, I didn't drink coffee. I was 10, and I definitely didn't know what he was really. I honestly didn't know what he was talking about, except I knew that he meant the part in movies when they kiss and then it cuts away.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much I knew about sex when he told me that, and I still remember him telling me that. Now I'm pouring creamer in there.
You're on a date with a girl and you bring one of those weird skinny straws, right? You're like, all right, I'm ready to stir it, right?
Some people like it shaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like 10 or maybe possibly younger than 10 when he told me that. And we used to live in the projects, and, well, I mean, you were there. But he probably told you, too. You just don't remember because you were too little. But
I didn't like coffee either.
Yeah, I mean, I probably drank I drank coffee at a young age.
Mom was probably like, drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's weird is, what if he fucked Mom? Like, he might have.
You might have, yeah.
Like, when you're a kid and...
I would say he could have been one of our dads, but...
Nah, he was pretty dark complected.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
His genetics would be very horrible, right?
Well, he might have good genetics. You'd be like 6'4" and can dunk.
But white.
But you wouldn't
And not have a wide nose.
white skin.
And curly hair.
Yeah. But, yeah, I remember that dude was like a drug dealer.
Straight up.
Yeah, that was racist.
I could tell you were looking like, damn.
I was trying to figure where you were going with it.
No, just being like, I mean, you know?
I think that dude had as good of or better genetics than us. Mm-hmm. If I remember right, he was really good.
I mean, he would have bad genetics because I came out completely white.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like him.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying he had like weak genetics if he was your dad, because you are straight up a white person. Your name has the word white in it.
No, that doesn't matter.
I know. A lot of black dudes named White.
Yeah, but I mean... I
thought you were saying that those genetics were bad genetics. You're like, curly hair, wide nose. I was like, where you going with this one?
You're like, dude, it's a bad vibe, but damn, right?
I was trying to figure out where you were going with it. I was going to be on board if it was funny. I just couldn't see how it was funny.
I'm like, motherfuckers. I'm all like burning crosses over there.
Shit.
But no.
Yeah, you're saying that if a black dude was your dad, then he had weak genetics because you don't look black.
No, not at all.
Remember when we lived in those one projects and you would play? We always tell this story.
Yeah.
And Mom would always check on you. She's like, I wouldn't have to look for him. I would just glance back because if I saw blonde hair bobbing around, I knew he was out there. Because it was all black kids and then you. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think that's part of why me and you were never racist, was because we just grew up with everything.
It wasn't racist. I was just aware.
You were aware. Well, you had to be. I'm sure you got picked on.
Yeah. You're just aware of the difference.
Yeah. But we always...
But that's how you can make a joke about it, too. Once you're aware of
and you don't think of yourself as being better or anything like that.
No.
Then the jokes are wide open.
Point it out, yeah. I mean...
But I always felt like I identified with poor people because that's what I was. Mm-hmm. And then when you get to high school, the people who are poor, and as a group, they're all pretty much like they think of themselves, or they're classified as poor, are black people. So I think I always just felt like, yeah, they're poor, I'm poor. I didn't think about that we look different as much as I thought about that we're from the same economic class. And then, so from a pretty young age, I just realized all the racist shit was bullshit. And I was raised when I was little racist.
That's what's crazy. It's people are getting back into all that stuff now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I think way less people are racist now than used to be. But I think they're just more vocal because they got like Twitter and Facebook and all that shit. Yeah. So if you hate black people, you can tell everybody. When before you would just mumble it as you like drove through that part of town or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Now you're like, I'll show them, I'll tweet it out, and it's something ridiculous that you say, so it gets a lot of attention. You say like black people are whatever,
retweet it or something, and then it's like, look at this asshole, and he made a fake profile picture just to say it.
Yeah, and then it seems like there's like a million people.
He's got to go to work and talk to Jamal tomorrow. So he can't,
can't say it out loud.
He can't have his face on there.
Dude, speaking of Jamal.
Okay.
How the fuck did we let the blacks, that's right, the blacks.
Have cool names?
Yes.
I know.
How do they have the best names?
I think I say like Jamal a lot.
You can't name a white kid Jamal.
No.
They got that. Or fucking Darius. I love the name Darius. And that's just, black people got that one. We can't have it. We got Tucker and fucking like Gunner. And Dion. Good fucking names, dude. I almost had to name my son Deontay because I'm a man of my word. Anybody that knows me knows that. And
That's Deontay. That's pretty cool, too.
it is a good name. And when my wife was pregnant with my son, it was in the middle of football season, and our team was doing really good. And my favorite player on the team is a kid named Deontay. And I told my wife, kind of joking but kind of serious, if our team wins the big championship, we're going to name our son his middle name Deontay. And she's like, haha. And I was like, yeah, that's funny. And then our team kept winning and winning. And then the next thing you know, we were like a game away. And I was like, I mean, I'm cool with it. I don't know if she is.
Yeah.
But fucking Colin Deontay sounds pretty badass
I like
to me.
Achilles a little better.
Yeah, Achilles was better. But anyway, we lost that game, so we didn't have to name our kid Deontay. But yeah, how did they? Is that one of those things like, hey?
Yeah, instead he just named after the god of war.
No, he's not a god. Ares. If I have another kid, it's going to be Ares as the middle name. I don't know what the first name is going to be.
Ares?
Though. Yeah, that's the actual god of war. But
yeah, what's his name? The god
Achilles. He wasn't a god. He was like his dad was a god.
Yeah, but he
was like a demigod, and he got dipped in the river.
He was a dippy god. Is that what that's where they get that? He's a dippy god.
Oh shit! Oh fuck, dude. Are you ready to do plugs?
I guess so. Yeah.
A dippy god. Oh shit! I gotta do one of the plugs is we haven't done it in a long. Oh motherfucker, we haven't done it in a long time. Is I gotta find it real quick. So pardon my French.
Pardon your French.
What's that fucking dude's name? Dan.
In real life.
Dan.
Connor.
Oh god, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. You're like, I'm prepared.
No, trust me, I never said I was prepared. Nobody thought I was prepared. I know the podcast, but I want to make sure I get the thing right so people can look it up.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, it's like Dan. I don't know. Right?
In case it's not Dan.
I don't remember you ever saying anything about Dan. I really don't. You're like, I haven't brought it up in a while.
I feel like it starts with a D.
I don't know. This is pretty
I
cool,
can't remember, so we're just going to go with this one.
All right.
I don't remember the Dan guy, so we're just going to go with... It's, this actually is a podcast that I listen to, and I like it. And, it's the... I'm thinking about the...
Okay.
It's the...
Okay, what is it?
Dude, just
Do I need
it.
to read it? I never do plugs. All right, the Glenn Thinks Stuff podcast.
Yeah.
Were you thinking Dan?
No, I was thinking of
Glenn?
there's a different one.
The Glenn Thinks Stuff podcast.
Glenn
Okay.
Thinks Stuff podcast.
Okay.
Go on
Is it
Twitter.
a solo podcast?
Yeah, he does a... Like I said, I've only listened to a few episodes. I just got back to where I'm back to work and I can listen again.
Yeah.
And I listened today, and again, the one I listened to was solo, so I'm assuming he's always solo. And, but I've only listened to... I've listened to probably parts of about 5 or 6, but I've listened to like 3 total. But, I mean, it's pretty good. It's like a...
How long has he been doing them?
The episode that I just listened to was 54.
Oh, wow, okay.
So, yeah, he's been
Is that
going
like
for
an hour long?
I don't know. The one I listened to was shorter than... I think he said it was a little shorter.
Oh, like, so, yeah, we've done the...
I don't know how consistent he keeps it. But it's like a dude, and I always get the feeling that he's...
Gay.
No, that's not a feeling. That's a fact. Look at those abs, dude.
This is Glenn Suck Stuff. Hey, sorry, Glenn. I'm just fucking with you.
If Glenn Suck Stuff becomes a new podcast, I'm in. His mouth, of course.
Oh, shit.
No, but Glenn...
It might have to be a visual, right?
Hey, guys.
Right?
No, but what I was going to say is... the feeling,
this year really blew by, right?
I know it's tough, but just suck it up and get it over with. Fucking Roma potatoes. Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said potatoes. Glenn, I always get the feeling when I listen to him that he's kind of like a... You know how... Do you ever get that feeling that, like, our kind is, like, just slowly fading away?
People.
No,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but
Right.
no. Men, like... Men of our ilk, of our profession even, who are 10 or 15 years younger than us, they don't have the edge. They don't have... maybe it's because we grew up in the projects and the trailer parks and pouring all that. But this guy gives me the feeling of that he is an actual, like, man. You know what I mean? I don't know how to... That's the feeling... I like to talk about feeling more than I talk about, like, content. And that's the feeling you get from Glenn. Is that he's like a real dude. He's... You know what I mean? That's my plug for him. And on Twitter, it is... it's Glenn Thinks Stuff. Yeah, it's one N on Glenn. At
Glenn
Thinks
one
Stuff.
N. Thinks Stuff.
I think everybody thinks
and
stuff.
And put thinks. Don't put thanks. Right?
He's like, thank you. His whole podcast is thinking
It's about Thanksgiving. Right?
He's like, stuffing.
He did 56 episodes on Thanksgiving. Right?
I mean, I feel like you probably could.
Yeah.
You know? If you do a whole episode covering cranberry sauce.
He's like, I want to thank my mom.
What if it's 54 episodes of a prayer?
Oh, God.
And it ends. And then if he ever says amen, you know it's over.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's going to do 100, but you never know. He could go longer. But that was that was our only plug for that. But then, of course, the on Twitter, you go to J to the Hell No, and you go buy a fucking shirt. And, of course, we talk about it all the time, but she sells our shirt, and she sells a bunch of her shit. But you can go buy a shirt, a mug, a coffee cup. I feel like a mug and a coffee cup are probably the same thing, right?
God, that's bright. Mug and a coffee cup?
Yeah. Hoodies, wine glass, fucking dog shirts, Bad Vibes Matter shirt. It's $21.99. But, like we've said before, it's made with love. I mean, I guess it's made with love.
Maybe not.
I feel like when
I think it's made by a machine.
I feel like when a person who is a mother makes something, it always has a little love.
Do you think the T2000 was made with love?
Was it made by a mother?
Huh?
Was it made by a mother?
Maybe.
Well, then it was made with love. I feel like moms just make stuff with love. But she's still got some, I guess now it's the next holiday.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day stuff. And so you can buy a Valentine's shirt or whatever. But also, the main thing is go buy the Bad Vibes Matter shirt. It's a cool shirt, you know, $21.99.
You've got one.
Yeah, I have one. I was going to post pictures of me with it, but my camera doesn't, my phone didn't work.
That's gay.
That is kind of gay.
That's very Glenn of you.
The only thing...
He's going to fucking hate us. Right? Yeah. You're like, he's like a man. And I'm like, he sucks dick. Right? I'm like, he's fucking gay. I don't even know who he is.
No, I didn't say
you were taking so long to bring up that, bring up a...
Well, what I was going to say, it's not that he's like a man. It's that there's so many, like hipstery, kind of softish.
Hipstery.
Yeah, it's kind of like soft ass. Mm-hmm. Like, ugh. There's so many of those people that when I hear a guy talking and he just sounds like an adult human male, I get excited. I'm like, finally.
Male.
Yeah. Like us. I don't know. We may sound like fucking two homos.
Yeah, you listen, it's like, hey guys. Right? You listen, hey guys. And then it's like, hey guys. And you're like, yes.
Yes, finally.
Like, swing. Right?
I got wood. And Glenn sucks stuff or whatever it's called. But, you know what? If you listen to our podcast and we've ever given you any type of a plug, we usually try to make it funny. And a lot of times the way we make it funny is to talk about you being gay or you dying. That was a classic one. Grave Girls.
Grave Girls, yeah.
And we talked about how good it would be if they died. We got to our plugs at like 45 minutes, and then we talked about them dying for so long. It was like a 2-hour episode. Yeah. We're like, wouldn't it be great if they died? I mean, we don't want them to.
Well, the whole thing is they talk about true stories, right? And then movies that were made about them.
Yeah.
So it's like a...
So we said that if they died, and then they made a movie about it, we would do a podcast in their honor about them.
Reviewing the movie and the actual true crime of them.
And then we talked about how popular it would be, and then we were like, it would actually be good for us. And then it slowly turned into we want them to die.
We really wanted them to die so we can get the credit for it.
Luckily, we didn't
know. No, we don't want the credit for it. Grave Girls are going to die and we get the credit.
In
jail cells for 99 plus years.
Do you get that much time for killing girls? I feel like it used to be like a misdemeanor.
It has something to do with graves and stuff, too, probably, because the jury is not going to like that.
I mean, like, yeah, cute, like, they would show pictures of them when they were, like, teenagers, so it looks like we're real bad. Like, no, they were adults when we killed them.
They're like, why'd you have to murder them in the graves? Like, in a grave site.
Because they're grave girls.
But,
stay on. I guess...
They didn't have to move them far.
I guess
right?
this has to be a Grave Girls plug since we talked about them.
Okay. Grave
so
Girls.
go check out Grave Girls on fucking Twitter. And their podcast...
I like movies. I like people that talk about movies.
Yeah, so if you like horror...
That.
If you like horror movies...
If you like horror...
Horror...
Movies...
if you like horrors and movies...
Listen to some more talking about movies.
Hey, at least we're not talking about killing them this time.
I have no idea who they are, so...
I mean, they're girls. I don't know. They're from, like... What's one of those
It
weird...
sounds like they have fun doing what they do, though.
Yeah, no, their podcast is pretty, like, upbeat, you know? They talk about horror, but they definitely take it from a, like... friends joking about a movie type of They really have a pretty good format for what they do because so many of those like movie review podcasts are so like segmented and they kind of do like what they liked about the movie and they may get off on a story about when they were going to the theater. Yeah, it's their thing. It's their own little thing. So it's if you like horror movies or horrors or movies, like we said,
when you gotta like one of them, right?
I mean, you pretty much that checks off everything.
Yeah,
there's nobody that doesn't like at least one of those things. I like them all. You know,
you got a good horror movie with horrors and movies.
Yeah, you know, fucking Cut It Out dude liked it. Whatever. His name was, Joey something. That would have been funnier if I knew his name. Anyway, yeah, go check out the Grave Girls and
what.
Glenn Thinks Stuff on Twitter and tell them that the Bad Vibe sent you.
Yeah, go buy you a shirt.
And definitely go buy a shirt. J to the hell no. As always, when I forgot to give you the link last time, but I will this time. And when you go, if you see us on Twitter or Facebook and you see our episode, there will be a link that will be posted with it, and that goes straight to the store to buy the shirts. And you can get it any color you want or anything.
Etsy.
And yeah, it's the Etsy store for it's for Jessica. I don't know if that doesn't matter that you know her name. But, so, go there, buy it. Buy a Bad Vibe dog shirt. I really want to see one of those on
Bad
your
Vibe
fucking...
dog shirt.
Yeah, she makes a lot of dog shirts.
What if they don't have a dog, though? Someone listens like, I'm going to buy me a shirt.
Get one.
Talk to them, I'm going to get a dog shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with it now?
Get one. Get a dog.
I'm
You can
gonna
get a
go
dog cheap. Free, really. Anyway.
They're going to be like, dude, why'd you get a dog? You hate dogs. Fucking episode. Right? They told me to buy one. I do what they say. Right?
I wish we had fans that do what we say.
Damn it. I feel so bad for them.
I made a huge fucking push the other day for more. I'm glad you fucking said do what they say.
Okay.
I made a big push to get more reviews and ratings. Because our reviews don't match up with how many listeners we've had. So, like, our downloads are, like, way higher. You would think we'd have way more reviews.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yeah. So, everybody.
if you're listening, or if you're not listening.
If you hear this.
You're listening.
Yeah, right? But anyways.
Okay, whether or not you're listening. Go ahead.
Okay, hey, you. Yeah, you. Hey. No, anyways. Go leave a review. That all rhymed.
Yeah, it did.
But anyways.
On iTunes or iTunes is the one we need, but obviously some of you don't listen on iTunes.
Yeah.
Because you have...
I don't know how else you do, but go borrow your friend's iPhone.
Well, you can leave a review on pretty much any...
Like, any platform?
Yeah, but if you're listening on a fucking whatever this is called, an iPhone, go on there and leave a good review. I don't care what the review says, just leave us 5 stars. Like I said, one I think I said
I want
was...
a funny fucking review, though.
A funny one?
Yeah.
I want one that mentions...
I like reading them. I like them to say something in there.
I want one that mentions D's love for penises. Dwight's love, whatever his name is, for penises.
D-love?
Well, I've gotten a couple of that were kind of like said to be inside jokes or about something like.
If you're a fan of it, yeah, call something out that we've said before.
Yeah, say whatever you want.
I love whenever you come here like, hey, I was talking to this person, they were listening to the podcast, and they said you said this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, every once in a while somebody would be like, oh, Dwight said on the podcast he said this or that, and
I only listen to fragments of it when I upload it. I never listen to them again.
So if he says something funny,
I haven't listened to an episode, like a full episode, since episode 10.
which sucked.
Yeah, I listened to the first 10 when I used to put them up and do what I had to do on YouTube and shit like that. And after that, I stopped.
They've been a lot better in the last, 30 episodes, and you've been missing it.
Yeah, I just don't listen to them.
But so leave a review, please.
Yeah.
And the other thing I wanted to say is if you like our podcast, tell your fucking friends.
Yeah.
And
tell people we don't even fucking know.
Yeah, just tell people, when
you're
you're
at the
walking
grocery
through the
store,
mall.
you're like 3 pounds of turkey. Oh, and listen to the Bad Vibe podcast.
Exactly.
Right? And then we're like, all right, thank you, sir. And then tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Or
Tell him to go fuck
herself,
himself.
right?
Yeah.
Or itself.
Whatever is the correct thing to say. If she's 6'4" with a pink shirt on, say her, because that chick's going to beat your ass if you fuck up.
Or say him, right? He might just be wearing a pink shirt because his girlfriend got it. Right?
All right, dude.
All right, anyways, all right. So this has been episode number 72.
Yeah.
Right? God damn, we're getting up there. But, anyways, if you've been listening to this, or as you have been listening to this, as always, you are the Bad Vibe.